What's up, guys? I just want to point out some mistakes we made in the Hershey game last night, and I'm not going to go through a whole lot. I think the three or four of the goals that I saw. And the point of this video isn't to blame or point fingers at anybody, but um, just to analyze things a little bit more in depth when we do lose or have mistakes. That way, we can have some sort of corrective action and in the future we know what to do in these certain situations. So don't take it personal. I know that in this particular video that I'm only pointing out mistakes. Depending on how everyone feels about it, I could also put together some more tape about some good things too, and whatever you guys like. I'm more than happy to help out and do that. Alright, so without further ado, let's go over the first goal in the Hershey game. It was a turnover in the offensive zone. Made a bad pass back to the point and caught yellow and green on their heels, trying to back check, and it could have been a 2-on-1 or 2-on-0. The passing option is a possibility. It's a threat to the goalie, as I'm showing with the arrow. But ultimately, the person with the puck doesn't actually do that. He shows backhand and sticks with it and takes the shot short side. It's a bad goal. I know Kick does a lot better than this. Maybe he's reading too much into the pass itself. In situations like this where defense gets caught on their heels, it's completely understandable, and we shouldn't be allowing this to happen. We need to play more discipline in the D. Now, yellow's positioning isn't bad. It's actually pretty good. It's there to cut it off. However, green in this circumstance should be pressuring the player with the puck a little more. You don't need two guys covering the passing option. This is an obvious communication breakdown. Yellow obviously showing good coverage of the passing lane. Green should be up against the person with the puck. And of course, I'm drawing this last line on the bottom, showing that if the player with the puck does take the shot close to that red line and kicks in good position in that short side post, it's just going to hit his pads, whether he takes a shot or he tries passing across the crease, and it's gonna rebound out. And here I want to show it again. In the beginning, you got yellow and green. Here's it in slow motion. Yellow is cutting off the passing lane. Green tries going for a poke check. Doesn't work, but then he drifts to the slot, which is, it gives him space to make a decision to take the shot or look for another passing lane. So, completely avoidable. You could do better than that. Here I'm moving on to goal number 2. Alright, here we go. Alright, we have fairly good defensive positioning. They're disciplined, they're reading, them entering the zone. Some poke checks to force them one direction or the other. Now, Teal drifts to the center, which it's fine. Just a bad broken up play maybe. But what I want to point out here is the position of the two defenders as opposed to the two forwards. You'll see, here's Teal, here's yellow. All three forwards are caught in the offensive zone when they have it in the neutral, so they have to get a real quick back check here. Now you see Teal is drifting to the center and drifts back out to the left. Passes it to the center option. Yellow is facing the goalie. Yellow should be facing the player with the puck. That's clear as day. That you're not gonna break up a pass facing away from the puck. It's gonna be much harder trying to poke it out that way. So, and then you're giving them more space and time to do that. That's why he had that passing option behind him, because he knows how limited your ability is when you're not facing the puck. That's just a plain and simple bad play right there. And you can see Teal is on his man, did a pretty good job. Yellow is, as I'm circling here, is facing the wrong direction. That gives the player with the puck options to protect it, move to the side, skate to the side, and then that center man's coming down, and that option's going to be there because no one's covering him. So need to be a little better on the defensive end here, playing a little more disciplined, more smarter. Defense is 100% positioning, 100%. That was goal number 2. Let's move on to goal number 3. And this case, we have again a turnover. They get the puck in the neutral, and our 2 defenders are neck and neck with them. Here it is again, the turnover, passed it to their forward. Yellow is in the center of the ice. He goes after the guy with the puck, drops it back, or pokes it out, I couldn't tell. Now, the passing option for Hershey goes towards the center of the ice. Yellow should be going with him, right? This is obviously another case of bad communication. Teal can migrate to the left to the guy with the puck, put pressure on him. Yellow should be covering the passing option, but look what happens otherwise. Yellow does not do that. Yellow decides to quickly back skate towards the guy with the puck, leaving the passing option wide open. And this is just another bad communication. It happens to everyone, but this is avoidable. We need to communicate in the game. So he takes a shot for the rebound, goes right to the passing option guy's stick, and goalie's not gonna be able to react that fast unless you're on fucking cocaine or something. So, Kick, maybe you should try taking some fucking drugs for next game or something to stop these goals, because it's fucking nearly impossible. And that's just it right there. Just getting caught on our heels because of a turnover, as I show here again. Defense is racing back, and that's part of the game. It happens, but the part of the game that doesn't happen, evidently, is communicating on defense. We need defensive communication. And here I am showing goal number 3, I believe. Let's see what happens here. It's an offensive turnover, and we are on the penalty kill. Teal and blue are the assigned defenders on the penalty kill. And here I want to show positioning. You have 2 forwards trying to go for a shorthanded goal, which is fine. You have our 5 Hershey Bears players, as I'm notating, and then 4 of us. Alright, but look at us. We have positioning, and a still shot isn't that bad, but noticing that the Hershey players, we have 1 in the neutral still skating back in. If something like a turnover happens, he can make it a breakaway. And you see, if as a defender you see a Hershey Bear player on that blue line or further down, you have to call it. Someone has to watch out for the cherry picker. And Teal and blue, instead, they drift inward with the player of the puck, leaving these 2 that I'm circling uncovered. Right? And here I'm just drawing. Cover these fucking guys. That's it. Play the safe play. Trust your forwards, whether it's even strength or shorthanded, to make a play. I know it can be frustrating when we don't score as many goals as we should, but this is what happens when we don't communicate and we get undisciplined on the defensive side. Look at this. We get 2 of us, once again, on the heels, trying to prevent a breakaway, and putting the goalie in a really shitty situation. Now, I want to have a little tidbit here for the goalie. Something I read when this happens to me. You notice that the guy with the puck, he is right-handed and he's showing backhand, right? In his passing option, who is even with him and close, he is left-handed, right? In this situation, that's very, very bad if you want to make that pass. If you're trying to score on this and you try to make that pass across, it's very difficult to pass that. It's very awkward and abnormal, right? So if you have that, and as he's showing backhand, chances are he's gonna either go backhand shot and just hold it, waiting for you to move, or he is going to quickly, before there's no space left, he's gonna quickly go to forehand and try to shoot on your glove side, right? These are plays you should be able to read as the game is going on. Like, you're always focusing on three things: the player's directions of his skates, the position of his stick and what stick handling, and where the puck is as he gets closer and closer, right? So his skates, with the player of the puck, the skates are kind of skating towards your right, right? So the skates tell you exactly where he's going to go. He never cuts inward towards your left to go for that forehand shot, and the passing itself is a really awkward pass to do that, and especially how close he is. If he was right-handed as well and he was further out to get that back door, completely understandable if you try to desperation save over or whatever, or you slide over too early, right? So I'm just writing here that you have 3 to 5 seconds or so that this play is developing. These are the reads and observations you need to make to premeditate what you're going to do, okay? So that's just a little tip I want to give to the goalie. You can take it, you can fucking tell me to fuck off, it's all good, but this is what I do when I play, right? And here I am showing again the 2 assigned defenders, and then you have 2 of these Hershey Bear players, right? I'm not sure if you guys are communicating, if you're playing like it's a drop-in. I don't know if you're tired or whatever, but I'm just stating that, observations. These are the reasons why we lose games right here, right? We gotta stay sharp on these plays, and you gotta have, you be really focused all game, and you can't let these things happen at this level. So those were the mistakes I noticed that we could definitely work on. Again, this is purely out of constructive criticism. I am not a defender, so I'm not trying to tell you how to play. I try to play defender sometimes, but I know, there's some fundamental things that you should do, and maybe it's laziness, maybe you're tired, maybe you're not communicating, but these are things that you can easily prevent, right? So let me know what you guys think, and if you guys like it, I'll keep doing it. All right, thanks.